friends. Okay, very exciting package in the mail today. My Nutrimill Artiste. I'm very excited to share with you what this is. So most of you know my love affair with a Bosch mixer. So it's a stand mixer, 1,000 times better than a KitchenAid. It is the workhorse in my kitchen. However, it has a price tag to match. And I know in these hard times that it's just not always doable. So I'm excited to introduce you to the Bosch mixer's little brother, the Nutrimill Artiste. They are made by the same company, and it is still awesome. It's a workhorse. It is the most amazing stand mixer. You can mix everything in it. So today, I'm gonna do a little unboxing and I'm gonna show you why this is the budget-friendly option. There is a great, fantastic sale going on this month in September, so it's a great time. It's a good time to stock up on Christmas gifts too. All right, here we go. There's another box, but very exciting. Let's get this out. Okay, here it is. The most amazing budget-friendly stand mixer. All right, we're gonna dive in. We're gonna dive in and we're gonna get this thing unboxed. All right, I'm going to, it's like fully built already. So we'll give you a little tour as we get this out. All right, so one reason why these stand mixers are so helpful is that you, not only can you do cookie dough, all kinds of fun things in here, but it is my essential piece for bread baking. Your bread baking is never going to be the same again. So I make about 4 to 6 loaves of sandwich bread a week for my growing boys. And the thing is, I don't need those at all. Need as in K-N-E-A-D. We need them to keep these bellies full. I don't have to knead it myself. It is so time saving. So I throw the ingredients in, I turn it on with the dough hook, and it starts kneading for 5 minutes while I'm busy doing other things in the kitchen. And then it's done, and I plunk it in a bowl to rise. So simple and fast and easy. And yes, you can hand knead. However, it's just one more barrier to actually getting it done. All right, so here is our beautiful mixer. You've got your great thing here. This is your attachment for putting in the whisks. So I will show you. It is exactly like the Bosch, which is what I have. The Bosch is still a fabulous device as well, but this one, man, you just get really good bang for your buck. Really, really good. Okay, so and if I was starting over and if I was buying today, with our budget we have, this is absolutely what I would get. Okay, so we've got your nice base here. Okay, it's not like the prettiest machine ever, but what it does for you is amazing. So it has this plastic top, so you can, it might be taped another. You can open it up, put ingredients in, close it. So this is really fabulous when you are using a lot of flour. So we do homemade pizza night every single Saturday, and the dough is just 100% made in here. All the ingredients go in, and then it kneads it for me. And so as you're dropping ingredients in, you can put some more, you can put another cup of flour, you can close this as a little splash guard, and then all it's doing, it's got this base down here. You're gonna put it down, I know you can't see that part, but it's just gonna click in then. That's all it is. So super simple and easy. We're gonna take this piece off. I'm gonna show you here. We've got, it comes with 2 different attachments. This is the one that I use 90, okay, let's say that I use this 70% of the time, and I use the whisks the other 30. So this is your dough hook. Hello, handy dandy, fancy little dough hook. So this is what does the kneading for you. You're just gonna put it in, it snaps into place. When you turn it on, which the cord is somewhere. Oh, that's fancy and so handy. My Bosch does not have this. The cord is retractable. Look at this. Can't figure out how to do it though. There we go. So the cord is retractable. It goes in there, and then I guess you can store it back in there. I don't know, but that's really handy. Okay, so here we've got our dough hook. You can see how nice that is. And then the other one is your beaters. So this is gonna be for making all your other things that you want to make. Anything that's going to require like a hand mixer, you can just throw it in. There's a lot of recipes when you start baking, especially for muffins. One of the best ways to get a really fluffy muffin is to put in your sugar and your butter and you like really emulsify it. And what that's doing is it's helping the fat and the sugar like just really fluff up. And a lot of times it'll say to like mix for 3 to 5 minutes. Well, when you're standing there with a hand mixer, that's actually a long time. So you can throw it in here and it's just gonna mix for 3 to 5 minutes for you. So these mixers are fantastic. When you're making cookie dough, you're making anything like that, these are amazing. So to switch them out, it's really easy. You're just gonna unclick this one and this one goes right on top. And then you turn it on and it's amazing. You just got this absolutely amazing little mixer right here. Okay, so what I really like about the Artiste line and also the Bosch is that there's also attachments. So that's one thing people really like with the KitchenAid is that there's all these great attachments. But KitchenAid was bought many years ago by a different company. They were bought out. And so it used to be our grandmothers would buy a KitchenAid and they probably are still working today. KitchenAids today though are just not made the same way. They don't have the same motors, they don't have the same engines, and engines? I don't know what I was gonna say. Motors and pieces? They don't have engines. But a lot of times you'll find that the motor burns out. It just can't handle capacity. I had a KitchenAid Professional, and I'm gonna tell you, like, the KitchenAid is just prettier. I had a KitchenAid Professional line. It was pink. It was amazing. I ended up giving it to my sister-in-law who loves it, but she doesn't quite do the same amount of baking as I do. But I loved that machine. It was so gorgeous. But I constantly had the problem of it not getting to the very bottom of the bowl. Like the things that it came with, it just would not get to the bottom. So anyway, so when I finally switched to this stand-up mode, it's not quite as cute, but it works so amazingly well. But one of the great things about the KitchenAid is that there is all these attachments you can buy. So the Bosch and the Nutrimill also come with attachments that you can get. So this one right here, you can get separate cookie paddles. I own those, but I never use them because I end up just using the mixer most of the time. But there are cake paddles you can get as well. They're all just slightly different. You can get a bowl scraper, and then these are the two that are amazing. You can actually get an ice cream maker attachment that plugs right in to the base, and you can use the ice cream maker attachment, and it's got a large slicer shredder. So I have this for my Bosch, and this is amazing for shredding cheese. We'll just shred entire blocks of cheese with this. You can also do like carrot slices or whatever. You just run it through like, you would a food processor or whatever. And it's amazing. I think they actually might have some more attachments than that too, if you look on the website. But this shows you everything it comes with. So what we're going to do is in the next video, I'm going to take you on a rundown of how I actually use this in my kitchen. So I absolutely, when people ask me what are the most essential kitchen pieces, 7-8 years ago, I would have said, first of all, grain mill, so you can make your own flour. Grain mills are amazing. And then I secondly would have said a bread maker. And my favorite is the Zerushi, and it comes with a hefty price tag, but if you're gonna get a bread maker, it is amazing. But my bread maker broke in a move 3 years ago. And so I had to finally figure out, okay, I've made bread by hand, but like the bread maker would knead it for you and do all that stuff. So I finally was like, I got to figure out how to do this by hand. And that's when I got really serious about using my stand mixer. And now I would say absolutely anybody asks me, you need to get a grain mill and you need a stand mixer. If you have those two things, you can make everything in your kitchen. You don't need a bread maker. Bread makers can be nice and handy, but I don't need to have a separate bread maker because once you learn how to make dough in this, you just bake it in the oven. It is so easy. So I always say that this is absolutely essential. People say, how do you bake so much throughout the week? And it's because I have a full-time baking assistant. Also, did you hear that clicking? They have very fabulous these. My KitchenAid I used to have to actually put stuff up against it because it would jump off the counter. It did not stay. These stay. You put it down, like I just had to like peel it off the counter. I've never had a problem with mine moving at all. It stays. That's probably why it has so much power too, now that I'm thinking about it, like it's kind of suctioned there. But it is awesome. And so I say it's my second most recommended thing. And in fact, if you don't have a grain mill yet, you can still put this to gigantically amazing use because I can make 4 to 6 sandwich loaves a week. We do pizza every week. And then I'm just making all kinds of other stuff all throughout the week. If I'm going to make really simple, just like a batch of muffins, a lot of times I'll just do that in a bowl because it's a quick bread and you're just mixing it together, and you don't really need the mixer. But for anything else, cakes, cookies, anything else you're using, this mixer is absolutely it. So I actually keep it. If you guys want to see mine, what does my pantry look like? I'm scared. I have no idea. Oh, it's not too bad. Okay, so right down here, there's my Bosch. So I have actually designed my kitchen pantry so that it is easy access because I use it so many times a week. I want to be able to just grab it out, put it on the counter, and start using it. So it is absolutely just like, this is your baking assistant. It's going to help you bake. This is my secret for baking so much in the kitchen. All right, so I will be done chatting now. In the next couple of videos, I'm going to show you how I use it in real life. What are the recipes I'm using? How does it work? And there is a really awesome sale right now through September 2023. And you can scroll down to see, I've got videos for you then, step-by-step tutorial videos on how to use them. You're going to get my favorite recipes as well if you buy during this sale. And you're going to get you're going to get a little bonus package then of everything you need to start putting your baking assistant to good use. And the sale goes through the end of this month, September, and you're going to get just an amazing package. And I really think that this is such an affordable way to get a stand mixer. The Bosch, I think, is still absolutely incredible, but it's probably a little overpowered and a little big for most people's needs. This still fits 6.5 quarts. So the Bosch says it fits like 40 batches of cookies, 40 dozen cookies, something insane that even with my large family, I have never done. So I do think this 6.5 quart bowl is large enough. If you are trying to decide between the Artiste and the Bosch, please feel free. I would be happy to help you kind of walk through and figure out which one would be best for your family. But I think on a budget for getting because it's still an expensive machine. You're still forking out a bit of money. It's not $12, but for what you get, it is such an amazing, powerful tool, which is why I'm doing this whole unboxing and everything for you today. So if you have any questions, I'm always happy to walk through. I think everybody has slightly different needs for what they need in the kitchen. I would never say, these are the 5 things you have to have. I would say, here's 5 things that might be helpful. Now figure out if it would work well for your kitchen. So if you have any questions on that, let me know and I'll try to help if I can. And then make sure you go into the description where you can check out all the details for the sale. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling so that I can actually get cooking and show you guys what this looks like. Hey guys, I was wrong. I have one more thing to share with you because I was flipping through this, which, by the way, I don't know what happened to my Bosch one because this has some really amazing recipes in it. So it's showing you how to use the dough hook, whole wheat bread recipe. It's got cinnamon rolls. But what I was really excited about, I need to go check this out, is there's a whole page on the different accessories that you can get. So this is where I get really excited because you can get a really powerful, amazing motor. And it's all about the motor when you get these extra accessories. And you buy this machine, but then you start to add on different pieces. And all of a sudden you're using one machine to do all these different functions. And I think that's amazing. So I have several attachments for my Bosch and they're amazing. They're my go-to. They're absolutely incredible. I didn't even know they had some of these for the Artiste. I think this is more than they have for the Bosch. So they have a spiralizer. So you can buy an actual spiralizer that's a motored one. I used to have a spiralizer. This is amazing. I did know they have this and I want this for my Bosch is the pasta maker attachment. That is very sweet. The bowl scraper we talked about, it has a citrus juicer attachment you can put on top. It has a flour sifter, an automated flour sifter. I've always been interested in this. I also feel like, is it worth it? Because I can hand sift and I don't sift that much, but I'm very intrigued because I feel like you're gonna get a really fine sift with an automatic one like that. So if anybody's ever used an attachment for that, please let me know. You've got the ice cream maker, totally worth it. The cookie paddles we talked about, the slicer shredder, and a meat grinder. So a meat grinder is my absolute next thing on my wish list that I want to get. I want to start making like our own Italian sausage, and that is bomb.com because that's what the KitchenAid has. It has all of those. So I think that was it. And then so the recipes show you what you can do with each of the attachments, which I think is really cool. I wonder Yeah, there's ice cream. And so the pasta maker set is like a 3 set, which is really neat. If you want to make your own homemade pasta, it's going to have the motor there for you. Because in a separate pasta maker set can run you several $100s, which is really cool. Oh my gosh. This has just changed my life. I'm really hungry. I shouldn't be filming right now. Okay, spiralizer, right? We think of like zoodles. Curly fries. You can make curly fries with a spiralizer. How did I not know this? Where is this attachment? Why is this not in my household right now? I did not know that you could, I mean, it seems obvious now, but maybe like the little tiny manual ones wouldn't be strong enough to put a potato through. I feel like they wouldn't. But you can make curly fries. You can make stinking curly fries with the spiralizer attachment, which is so cool. Yeah, the slicer shredder is showing you that you can slice up potatoes. You can do, it comes with a bunch of different blades. So that's just, oh, the meat grinder making pot stickers. I really need to get off of here and go eat some food apparently because yeah. You also, eventually you could upgrade with a stainless steel bowl. I would love one day, but it's just never been in the market. Okay, so anyway, I'm just getting lost in this. There's all kinds of other stuff that you can check out on the website. But what I suggest is don't get overwhelmed with all of those different attachments. If you're like, that's amazing, but there's no budget, start with this. And then when your birthday rolls around, ask for the spiralizer because we all need to make curly fries right now. And then later ask for the ice cream maker for Mother's Day as you're going into summer. That's what I love about this is that you can then start to build on this one investment piece and add those things in. Okay, now for real, I am done and I'm gonna get to cooking.